One, two, 1, 2. Hey guys, welcome to another stream. I'm pretty sure I've started later than I usually do. I'm not really keeping track. I sort of changed the start time randomly. So tonight's stream will be a continuation of last night's stream, which had technical difficulties. Now, I've already made sure that we won't face any tonight, or at the very least, we won't face the same technical difficulties as last night. That said, let me just adjust my microphone so it's in a better position for both being heard and playing the game. Also, not obfuscating? Blocking my vision while playing. That should do. Hopefully. Alright. So we're gonna, as yesterday, we're going to continue playing Trails of Cold Steel. Which, yeah, I've already got started up. I'll switch over the video and we'll just jump into it. So, quick recap. Students, we're playing a student as military academy. The instructor dropped us using a Scooby-Doo trap. And all our weapons are here. Force.
What's this?
That's called a master quartz. If you set that into the large slot in the center of your Arcus, you'll be able to use our... Go on, give it a try.
Set the master quartz in Green's Arcus. Quartz can be set by the orbment section of the camera. Fire elemental master quartz. Killing enemies restores CP. And we learn Firebolt, I guess? Yeah. Okay. Combat links. Status. So we have one skill, one magic, and a baseline weapon. Alright.
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus. Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as you want. These Arcus units have plenty more nifty features. But I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once, so we'll cover those another time. Anyway, since you've got your Arcus all set up and ready to go, here's what I want you to do.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I was gonna look up some of the voice actors to figure out where I knew them from. Oh well.
When you step through that door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon. It's pretty large and full of twists and turns. I'd almost guarantee you'll get lost at least once.
It's not getting lost if you go every direction to discover what's in it.
But when you find the exit, you'll be able to return to the first floor of this old schoolhouse. There are monsters wandering around, though, so don't let your guard down, even for a moment. With all that said, let's commence our special orienteering exercise.
Looking back over yesterday, though I didn't really watch yesterday's stream afterwards, which again, hopefully we didn't have audio issues because I haven't been able to go back over it. Yeah.
Your objective is to make your way through this area and back to the surface.
This screams elite units, like training or something.
Make it back in one piece, and I'll be happy to field any complaints you might have.
And I only say that because of the military.
If you make it back
academy
safely,
aspect.
I might even give you a kiss. free of charge. On the cheap, of course.
Okay. I think that constitutes harassment.
I don't think she's joking.
I think that constitutes harassment.
And just where do you think you're going? Were you planning to wander off on your own without saying anything?
I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here. And I'm surprised that you, of all people, give a damn what I do.
Oof.
Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all. Still,
Yeah.
if you're afraid of the monsters, I suppose I could accompany you.
I was on his side until he decided that on this line, he just had to antagonize, didn't he?
After all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless commoners such as yourself.
What the hell? Nobody's asking your high excellency to deign to help us.
I feel like this is gonna be the dynamic going forward for a while.
If that's how you're gonna be, I'll just find my way out of here before you. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class system dragging me down.
Yeah. Okay. Two kids gonna die tonight. I just wish I had a soundboard now. But one of those programmable buttons.
What should we do?
The only thing we can do. We should begin exploring these ruins ourselves. I believe it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
Oh, no, that's fine. It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as... well, I suppose that's a no. Perhaps we'll run into her along the way, and she can join us then.
That's pretty obvious.
So? Shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will be fine, but do take care.
Okay.
If you'll excuse us, please.
He's gonna do a hump. Fucking knew it. I knew it was gonna be a hump. It's classic Cinderella.
Oh.
Not such a hot first impression there, huh?
Nope.
You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this? Should the three of us stick together too?
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you.
Spear and a staff? Gaius Warzel?
I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel.
Ah. I only said the second half unsure because sometimes it's where they want to put the emphasis. It is Warzel.
I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be much appreciated.
That's
Oh,
fair.
so you're from abroad. I'd been wondering. My name's Reen Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Elliot Craig. So, you fight with that?
Of course. Why else would I be carrying it?
That's fair.
It's a spear, but it has that odd cross-shaped head.
It looks kind of awesome.
Think of it as combining the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
I did think about that, yeah. Poleaxe is a very similar weapon, isn't it?
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an ornament, isn't it?
Both, actually. It's an orbital staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a prototype, more or less.
See, elite unit, or training to become one, because he's got a fucking prototype, and I should stop swearing as much. But
Back
still.
during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development, apparently, so there aren't too many around just yet. But that said, I'm curious about what you've got there, Reen.
Oh, my sword?
Looks like a katana. Pretty sure it's just a katana.
Yeah, but what kind of sword is it?
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an Eastern style of saber called a tachi.
Yeah.
Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
The craftsmanship looks exceptional.
It does look cool.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like, I'll bet confidence will make you unstoppable.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough. Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really be getting ourselves into trouble.
I think I can manage that. You saw it yourselves. Trouble has a way of dropping in on me. Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
Elliot has joined the party. Guys has joined the party. I was about to say something about, like, video games. They're like doing, like, a show of it, but then I also remember I got very annoyed with Dragon Quest 8 because you couldn't skip it even if you preferred the fourth time playing it. That said, Dragon Quest 8 did not have a method of tactics. Did not have a method of New Game Plus or anything, so it couldn't be.
Yikes! A monster!
Huh, never seen this kind before.
Looks like a flying feline. Careful, everyone. Now's our chance. Let's get him! My turn!
Alright.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
Go!
I'm getting a feel for it.
There!
So, CP
All right.
is essentially TP, and EP is essentially MP. One goes up in combat, the other is
Right.
It's my turn. There! Time is precious. We should hurry.
unscathed.
Please tell me there aren't more of those things lurking around here.
It's a dungeon.
I hate to tell you, but I can sense more further in.
Anyway, let's just stay alert.
You can now view active voice and monster guide tabs. Last 50 active voice lines. Okay, so if I miss a few, which probably not since they're voiced, I can double check back. Or maybe someone says something relevant. That's not a bad thing. Treasure chest. Wait. Zenith. I'm collecting these after every battle. I actually didn't see. I've got all the DLCs, so yeah. We might touch upon those later. Ah, you can't see the names from here. I just noticed there was time and space. That definitely sounds
Oh, a
amazing.
treasure chest!
This looks like another quartz. We can set this into our Arcus units? Most likely, let's give it a try. I'll only read things if it's somewhat relevant. Okay, I thought so, because his animation was him using magic, so he can actually attack in a magic way. Though I'll assume, just the way RPGs tend to work,
Watch out, guys!
Here we go!
there'll be enemies you can't hit because you can't use.
All right.
It may just try to his magic offhandedly. Okay, server mode orders get sent.
This.
Every more review animations about once. Because that's, yeah, airstrike was the same as what we use.
My turn.
It's like we don't want to spend the entire time on it.
Arcus, it's my turn. Okay.
Okay, it also skips the entire thing.
I'm starting to lose my sense of
The entire
direction down here.
Yeah, gotta make sure we're not going in circles.
We are not. It's a scarab. Okay, so no hits.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight!
Oh, whoa. I'm just gonna hold turbo mode.
Right!
There's a lot of
Go! There!
I mean, ours is a bit more effective. Currently, we can only hit him one at a time.
It's my turn.
Nail stinger? I'm not- This might not go.
Here we go! There!
My turn! Arcus activate! Ha!
Thanks!
Okay. We've got our white mage equivalent.
All right.
Nail stinger. We defeated a few. Paralyzed rat.
My turn. There!
My turn!
You have been lost. I hate you.
Keep it up, everyone!
All right.
Hey, Gale.
Go!
Right! Arcus activate! Alright,
That was tricky. But I feel like that was more of a wave battle.
Elliot, are you okay?
I don't see any obvious injuries.
I'm okay. I was just so relieved the fight was over. The strength kind of just left my legs. I'm amazed how calm you two are. You don't seem tired or worried or anything.
I guess I'm just used to fighting monsters like these.
You need a hand?
No, I'll be fine. It was just a momentary lapse on my part. I can get up. And there we go.
Look out!
Elliot!
Huh?
Yeah, more scarab.
No!
What?
looks like I made it just in time. Thank Adios for that.
Adios. What did I say last stream? I thought their god was called like Adios, which is like farewell in Spanish.
Oh, it's you!
He has a shotgun.
You said your name was Machias, right?
That's right. I came to realize that I shouldn't have just stormed off like I did. I let that arrogant noble goad me into losing my composure, acting on impulse.
But you kind of go into a tirade anyway.
So I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I acted foolishly, and I hope you can forgive me for it.
No sweat. Water under the bridge.
Yeah, we all have moments when we say or do things we regret. That's human nature for you. Oh, and thanks for saving me, by the way.
I'm just glad I happened to be passing by. After I'd cooled my head, I decided to retrace my steps, and there you were. Is it just the three of you here?
Yeah, we stood around talking for a while, so the others are probably ahead of us at this point.
I don't think there's any reason to go back any farther. I can't imagine you'll find anyone there.
I see. I don't suppose you'd mind if I came with you, would you?
You have a shotgun. You can do whatever you want. As says the American Constitution, probably.
I'm reasonably skilled with a gun, so you might find it useful having me along.
Sure thing. Welcome aboard. The name's Reen Schwarzer.
I was honestly not expecting... I mean, we saw it earlier in that weird flash forward, so I guess we're in the flashback now. But he had a gun, but I still don't expect...
I'm Elliot Craig. It's nice to meet you.
I can't remember the flash forward very well. I was kind of half paying attention.
My name is Gaius Warzel. It's a pleasure.
It was kind of a rush.
The pleasure's mine, I assure you. My name is Machias Regnitz. Could I ask you what social class you each belong to?
I wouldn't. On a... That seems like a trick question. Honestly.
I realize how that must sound, considering my recent outburst.
Yeah.
But please, don't take it personally. I'm simply curious to know who I'm associating with.
Well, both my parents are commoners.
Likewise, though my homeland has no class system to begin with.
Ah, so you're from abroad then. What about you, Reen?
Well... let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins.
I don't like the fact that you thought about that, Reen.
So I guess we're all in equal standing here.
Well, now that's a relief. We should probably get moving then. I'm somewhat concerned about the girls, as you might imagine.
Well,
I'd feel much better if we were around to help if they wound up in danger.
Machias, I agree with your beliefs, but you're very old-fashioned.
Yeah, I suppose there's strength in numbers.
All right, let's go.
Also, because one of them does have a very big sword. So he has a buster shot. And yes, it is straight up and up. It is straight up and a shotgun. That'll be interesting.
What's a place like this even doing on the school grounds?
Yeah, who puts a giant trapdoor in a campus building? Now's our chance. We can do this.
Here we go.
Mystery. That's my only answer.
Leave it to me.
Why anyone would put a Scooby-Doo style trap.
My turn.
They specifically wanted to do Scooby-Doo character something. Possibly.
It's my turn! How about this?
Oh, it's a defense down. Actually,
Here we go. There.
Right. Give it up.
one spot.
Leave it to me.
And these ones.
Leave it to me!
Oh, Stonewall attack does a AoE. Let's
Go!
Good.
There!
What console was this released for recently is now my only question.
Right!
Just because it's... the way everything looks green, maybe PSP, early
Together,
PS3,
we're unbeatable.
I don't know. I think I asked this last night
Great!
when we just started up the game.
All right!
Nice.
But luck's all around, except for Marcus, who is already level 4. It's the final line.
Winds, give us your blessing. Go!
Alright.
There!
Through.
Arcus, activate!
The one that wasn't it.
It's my turn! Eat that!
Position.
It's my turn.
Dead. Actually dead.
My turn!
Okay.
Bring it on!
Just have the levels.
Here we go!
Because I feel like we'll enter into a very story-heavy section. Don't ask me why, but just because they dropped us in the dungeon early.
All right,
It's just
Arcus, activate. It's my turn.
What you got? Oh, you've activated
Arcus, activate.
normally.
Take this. My turn. Arcus.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
It's a fight they want.
I really didn't want to come at that with disadvantage.
Here we go.
Just hit that one. Oh, they counter.
All right.
Yell striker.
Right.
Stinger. Striker. Yeah, it shows how much I'm actually paying attention and my brain, how much my brain is actually going on. RPGs.
Too slow. Here we go. There.
Right.
Leave it to me. Eat that.
So I was trying to figure out what to do. These super wild. Might have to backtrack.
It's my turn. Here we go.
Let's get another.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
No conflict. Right word, wrong thought. If we have another story-based fight. Well, that's why they put turtles.
Enemy sighted.
And I'm dumb.
You're mine.
This is fine. Down B.
Go. Right.
Shot.
You're mine.
my turn.
Damn. Yeah, Gale Stinger. Guys is just putting out pain.
My turn.
Right!
Let's go again.
It's my turn.
I'm gonna change my posture a little. Mic up. Much better. My back is hurting, so I don't have more trouble with that.
All right.
So I guess if there's an alternative, I'll do that.
Go!
Leave it to me. That takes care of them.
I did it!
Motivate. An encouraging shout aroused Alex battle.
I did it!
Just getting started.
I did it.
Oh, that's nice.
Watch out, guys!
Here we go!
I'm just gonna run it.
All right, let's do this!
Leave it to me! My turn!
Leave it to me.
Right.
All right. Here we go!
His, I forgot, his normal attack counts as an art. So, pretty much every time I rest, I'm gonna save. Just as a rule of thumb. Over whatever I'm considering my front-running save time.
Caught us off guard.
They get me.
You're mine!
I guess you should have seen that.
You're mine!
Holy shit, this is bad.
You're mine!
Doing some serious damage.
Here we go! All right.
Leave it to me.
Right!
It's my turn.
Right.
Go!
Right.
Now's our chance. We can do this!
Here we go!
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Right!
Here we go! Okay, it's safe for now.
Stay on guard and don't get... Leave it to me. Arcus, activate.
Here we go!
You're mine!
My turn!
It's mine. Together.
Yeah, so I'll keep turbo mode on for most, like, basic battles.
Enemy sighted. Let's take them out.
Here we go! You're mine!
Just so we don't get too hung up.
It's my turn.
Doing basic battles on this small screen.
Right.
Just so that side screen. Short.
You're mine! Go!
Leave it to me.
My turn!
It's my turn. Time is precious.
We meet again.
Yeah. There's the other squad. And then we have 2 individuals to start. And we're gonna go Cinderella, aren't we?
Good to see you guys are hanging in there.
I'm glad the 4 of you.
Well, it seems you've cooled your head a bit at least.
Yes, I've calmed down now.
Well, for the moment, but I feel like you'll be easily goaded by
At
anyone.
any rate, I don't believe I've introduced myself yet, have I?
please do. Laura S. Arset.
I'm Laura S. Arcade from the town of Legram. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Huh. Legram?
That's down on the southeastern outskirts of the Empire, isn't it?
Correct. It's an old castle town on the shores of Lake Ebble.
How big is he?
We're connected to the rest of the country by train, but other than that, it's a fairly remote region.
That name sounds so familiar.
Please don't tell me the Trails of Cold Steel is a reference to the fact they have trains. Like, because I know that some of the game, it's Trails of Heroes, and the Trails in the Sky was the predate, timeline-wise takes place before this. Also release-wise, I'm pretty sure too.
Wait, so your father would be...
Yes, my father is Viscount Arcade, Lord of Legram. Do you take issue with that?
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
Machias, was it? I can only speak for myself, but I don't feel I've ever done anything to bring shame upon myself in Adios's eyes. And I fully believe the same to be true of my father.
Please, I meant no offense. I'm sorry if I,
Marcus, I think you're showing your double standard.
Say, I don't believe we've been introduced.
Emma Milstein?
I'm Emma Milstein.
Yeah, because the teacher had a name with Stein in it too, and yeah.
Like Laura, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thor's thanks to a scholarship, in fact. It's very nice to meet you.
The Academy has 2 years of school, and you get a scholarship for it.
A scholarship? Indeed.
Well, you can
Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam. I think I was outdone. By a girl, no less.
That's a little sexist.
You must be quite the prodigy.
Also, I'm not big PC, but I'm just...
Maybe it seems like it now, but really,
Mikasa just
I'm
sounds
not.
very old school as a character.
I don't have any training in the martial arts either, so this is the weapon they recommended for me.
Oh, she's got a staff too.
Oh, cool! You got an orbital staff too!
Well, if Elliot's taking primarily the blue mage, with starting with an attack and a very basic attack, but also a healing spell, I wonder if she'll be the opposite, or if it'll just be sort of cross between.
Yours looks different from mine, though.
Huh, so it does. I wonder if it's just cosmetic.
Are we going to really milk this storyline?
Is something the matter?
Her going to
We're
the
all
Cinderella
acquainted
Stars?
now. It's only proper that you introduce yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Alyssa R.
I'm Lisa R. from Ruhr. It's a pleasure to meet almost all of you. Elisa.
Ruhr, huh? What's it like living there? There's probably a new technological breakthrough every week.
Okay, so Ruhr is like the science capital of the Empire.
The Rhineford Company's based in Ruhr, and they're the largest heavy industry corporation on the continent, aren't they?
I suppose they are.
I guess that bow must have been in that case you had with you when we first met. I've never seen one like it. Is there some kind of orbital mechanism built in?
He's just gonna you.
There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business.
Okay, I can be wrong.
Ouch.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas on what to do now? We've all run into each other wandering around.
I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require protection.
You needn't to be concerned about that.
She's gonna pull out the big sword, isn't she? Yeah, big sword.
I beg your pardon?
I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us. For now, I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still 2 of us who remain unaccounted for.
That's right. We still haven't run into that silver-haired girl.
In that case, 2 teams means double the chance to find them. 2 teams is double the coverage, and double the chance of crossing paths with our missing companions. How's that sound?
I have no objections. So then, shall we be off?
All right. We'll see the 4 of you later then.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. It's very obvious they're trying to make a reason that we don't have a bunch of party members to access at once, and I'm okay with that because I'm trying to get used to just these guys.
She really doesn't seem like she's gonna let that go, does she?
It was clearly an accident, everyone could see that. But I don't suppose it makes any difference to her. Still, is no one else worried about leaving a group of girls to fend for themselves in a place like this?
One of them is carrying a sword almost as tall as she is. I think they're fine.
There are 4 of us here. Perhaps one of us should go follow them.
I don't think we have anything to worry about as long as Laura's with them. She really wears her skill on her sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show.
It's certainly an enormous blade. I'd call it comically huge if it didn't look so dangerous. But at the end of the day, a lady is a lady.
But guys, I'm already feeling mixed about
She's
you.
taller and sturdier than I am. Though I admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
I'll bet she can whip it around without breaking a sweat. The Arside School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the techniques used by knights throughout the Empire. And her father, the Viscount, is arguably the strongest swordsman in the country. People call him the Radiant Blade Master. I doubt any of the other students here could even stand their ground against her in combat, much less beat her.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know there were still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the Empire.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Reen. A hobby of yours?
I'm a swordsman myself. I guess the lore sort of comes with the territory.
Fair enough.
At any rate, how about we pick up the search? I'm worried about that silver-haired girl, and we still need to track down Duke Albarea's son.
That's true.
I couldn't care less what happens to that pompous ass. He can rot down here.
Come on now. That's no way to treat someone you just met.
If anything, it seems like he was.
Looks like the path splits. Which way do you think we should go?
Well, the girls.
I feel a little wind blowing from the east. I bet the exit's that way.
Yeah, because the girls came from this way, so obviously. That was a narrative.
Wind's behind us. Let's go.
But I bet
Go.
there's a treasure chest.
There!
All right.
Right!
It's my turn.
My turn! Oh,
That was easy.
Huh. There seems to be a treasure chest here.
Thank you guys. He already has here, so it wouldn't even help him. He can't equip anything then other than green for the looks of it. So, there you go, Green. You get it. Let's fast forward.
Now's our chance.
Triple advantage.
Here we go!
It's my turn.
my turn!
Leave it to me.
Let's go normal.
Right! Alright, let's...
Easy. God, this parallel goes on for a bit. Prologue, sorry. Fire Emblem Chain kicked in there for a
What's
second.
wrong?
More monsters?
No, not monsters. It's...
You're pretty sharp.
Oh,
It's the silver-haired girl.
I'm glad to see you're all right. Though it looks like there was nothing to worry about in the first place.
Nope. I'm small and quick. These things can't lay a finger on me.
Fee? 5?
Oh yeah, Fee Clausel. That's my name.
Fee.
You're just over halfway through. Keep it up. Later.
Hey, wait!
I like a voice actress.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
I'll be fine. I'm used to this. See you at the end.
Okay, cool. She's cool.
What just happened? Wow.
She certainly wasn't fibbing about being quick on her feet.
You're
Guess we
just
really don't need to
parkour.
worry about her.
Yeah, now I'm more convinced than ever that she knows exactly what she's doing. Just over halfway through? Has she already been to the exit and then come back?
Judging from her quickness, she probably parkoured half the way there. Everything I'm doing, probably.
Now's our chance.
My turn!
All right. Right. All right. An A+ outcome.
I was wondering if you didn't destroy those the second I saw her.
Now's our chance! Let's get him! Go!
All right.
One.
My turn.
Leave it to me. Art. There's no time to.
There we go. Who are we gonna bump into this time?
Do you hear that?
Someone's fighting up ahead.
Wait for me!
Oh, jeez. This guy's one of those things where he's gonna show us things not in over his head, but it kinda looks like he might be. Just general trait.
Incredible.
That was really something.
Judging by that display, I don't think he needs any help from us. I take it that's another school of imperial swordsmanship?
Right. That's court fencing, an agile style favored by the nobility. And judging by his poise, he's no amateur.
Anyways, give us a snide remark. The game's painted you that way so far.
Did you need something?
Sorry,
Well,
I was just admiring your swordsmanship. I'm Reen Schwarzer. I didn't get the chance to introduce myself earlier.
I'm Elliot Craig.
Guys, Warzel. Nice to meet.
I believe I have already introduced myself, but once again, I'm Eustace Alberea.
Eustace. I don't know why, but he looks like a Julius. And it keeps tripping me up. Eustace Alabrea.
And I have to say, I didn't think you had it in you.
Sorry.
I'm impressed.
What are you talking about?
After all that bluster about finding your way to the exit alone, I wasn't expecting you to actually rely on others for help. I assume you came to your senses shortly after you stormed off, and then wandered back to apologize like a good boy.
Ugh.
Truly, the virtue of the common man. Why, a preening noble such as myself would be far too proud to do such a thing.
How long have I done
What the
this?
hell is your problem?
Fine.
You nobles really are all the same. So full of yourselves, it's a wonder you don't pop.
He's riling you up on purpose. If nothing else, he might just be a shitster.
You're not just a garden variety noble either. House Alberea is one of the highest ranking in the country. I'll bet you just love looking down on us less fortunate souls.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip some
You're
of
one
this.
to talk.
Because I feel like I just see where this is going.
I don't need a lecture in rank from the son of the imperial governor.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought the name Regnitz sounded familiar.
Karl Regnitz, the first commoner ever to hold the seat of imperial governor in Heimdall. The first to rule the capital. And this headstrong young lad just so happens to be a chip off that old block. Pretty rarefied air for a simple commoner, don't you think?
What does that have to do with anything?
It means you're throwing rocks at a glass house.
Yes, my father is the Imperial Governor, but he earned that position through years of hard, honest work.
Yeah, you sound like you're riding his philosophy, but it also is coattails now that I've learned that.
Don't you go lumping him in with you nepotists who get your titles handed to you just for being born.
Perish the thought. No, I mainly just regard your father as a reformist, and a close friend of the Chancellor at that. And as you're vividly aware, his faction is in conflict with the noble faction, led by none other than the four great houses.
Oh, so this is one of those things of a child taking after his parents.
When you look at it that way, your vitriolic disdain for the nobility suddenly seems rather sheep, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
You son of a... Magius, don't do it!
I have a choice. Do I want to side with Marcius or Eustace? God, that name's not gonna stick in my head long enough. I'm gonna stop him because he kinda has a point.
I know he's taunting you, but lashing out at him isn't going to solve anything.
Thank you.
And Eustace, don't you think that was a little uncalled for?
I wasn't the one who started this.
I mean, he's not wrong. Matthias kinda did just go at him.
Let me...
I mean, to be fair, he wasn't... Other than his general demeanor, he hadn't actually identified himself as a noble.
Damn it, just let me go already!
If I'm remembering correctly, Matthias kinda just pointed it out.
Sorry,
like an
okay?
arrogant prick.
Just... leave me alone for a while. You guys should just go on ahead with him.
Ah,
Oh.
that's why they gave us a choice.
I think you went a little too far, Eustace. Being at odds with Machias is one thing, but dragging his father into it is pretty low. You're better than that.
I don't think we can say that. This is the first time we've actually directly talked to him, I think.
Perhaps I was a bit out of line. It would seem I still have much to learn.
God, who's his voice actor?
Huh?
You look shocked. Why?
Well, you're the son of Duke Elberea, right? I wasn't expecting the son of a noble to admit he was wrong. Wait, no, that came out wrong. I'm sorry.
There's no need to address me so formally. We may come from different social spheres, but here at this academy, we're supposed to be on equal standing. Or so the idea goes, anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yes, I'm with you all the way there.
Is class really that big a deal here in the Empire?
It is. This country has a long history, and the class system has been one of its central institutions for most of that.
That's not good. Once again, I'm very against the idea of a class system. Again, unless I'm benefiting from it, but still. It just seems like a recipe for trouble.
So what
It's
are
a
you
rush
going to
hour.
do, Eustace? Machias said to go with you, but I don't want to press you into coming along if you don't want to.
I was intending to press on to the exit by myself, but I'd prefer not to mimic the actions of his ilk, so I'll accompany you.
What? I'm just surprised we're worthy of your company.
Okay.
Let's just go with
Elliott's
that.
just gonna keep stepping
We should
on
get
his-
moving then. Come on.
No, not stepping on. Putting his foot in his mouth. There we go. I was gonna say stepping on his tongue, and that's like technically correct, I guess. What do you got? Golden sphere. Yeah, that's right. No, you come with me. That's like thing. And he's one level ahead. Just barely.
It's a fight they want.
We created a
I'll
shotgun
handle this.
for a sword. I may have come up with bad ends.
Arca, go!
My turn!
Leave it to me. Go!
I'll handle this. Very well.
Right!
It's my turn. Go!
Okay.
Great!
All right!
Just getting...
I didn't read that, but it looks like it's got no ability. There we go. Blue Lullaby lulls foes into sleep with soothing sounding bubbles. Okay. So Elliot's got debuffs.
He seems kind of imposing. I don't know how to break the ice.
Interesting, when that's going on, I can't actually pick anything up. Smoke grenade, Earth Surface.
Winds, give us your...
My turn!
It's my turn.
My turn.
Oh crap, does that actually hit our ally?
Here we go!
I think it did. I can't be
Go!
My turn!
Leave it to me. I go where the wind takes me.
And my control.
Enemies ahead! You have to
It's my turn.
I'll handle this.
Go!
Yeah, time, space, and mirage. Thought I saw time and space. Some of these art or things are gonna get real because they aren't there.
Enemies ahead!
Go! It's my turn.
Very well.
Wind's behind us. Go! Let's go!
I'll handle this.
It's my turn. Go!
My turn.
Right! Is everybody okay?
Easy done.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Hey, it's green. So, right. Nice. Give this guy some extra flexibility. Hey, dodgy. That came out wrong. Okay, so we've got this wall. Rest spot.
Hey, are we...
Looks like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
Woo!
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so
It was
I'm
the
guessing
end
we're
of the
finally clear.
Ugh, this was a complete waste of time. Pointless busy work at best.
I wonder if that choice actually did change, like there'd be Bakai's here with a similar line of dialogue.
Considering the school's esteemed founder, I was expecting more of a challenge, but nothing here posed even a modest threat.
Did we even fight the same enemies? I feel like I've been stretched to my limits. What was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. You've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
Probably.
What was that?
There.
That's definitely a boss.
What the heck is that?
A gargoyle come to life? What sorcery is this?
Your world has monsters. What do you mean, what sorcery is this?
Are monsters like this common in the Empire?
Not outside of old wives' tales, they aren't.
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface. No choice. We have to fight it.
Right.
Finally, an opponent worthy of my skill.
Hideos, help us. This looks tough. Careful!
Here we go! There!
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Right! Arcus, activate! Ha!
Go! All right, let's do this!
Understood.
It's my turn.
My turn!
Very well.
It's my turn.
Arcus,
Go! All right, let's do...
Very well.
It's my turn.
Arcus,
Here we go! Arcus!
what?
I'll handle this.
Oh crap, it changed.
Right!
You move over here.
Here we go! There!
Oh.
It's my turn.
It's worse than I thought it was.
I suppose I should thank you. Very well.
My turn!
We're down the half.
There!
It's
All right.
one of
My turn!
Frankly, at this rate, I would be surprised if we beat it by then.
Give it up, everyone!
Just be
Here we go! There!
I'll handle this.
It's my turn.
Oh, I see.
Safe for now.
God, Timmy. I seem to have always been up in that. But I am barely understanding some of the extra aspects of this game. Is it times like staying on Fantasy 10? Or other
Well, that should be the end of it.
battles?
No, it's down but not out.
Back on the ground.
That's one hell of a second wind.
I can appreciate a certain degree of tenacity, but this thing needs to just die.
It's no use. We're too spent to go another. Guess I have no choice.
I didn't even click the
Stand
button
back!
that time. Not a girl's party going.
You made it!
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least.
I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here. It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
Indeed, it's brushing us off as though we barely even scratched it.
But with this many of us, if we can just find an opening.
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
Oh, is this gonna be one of these things? Then I
Looks like you started the party without me.
You.
Releasing limiter. Take this! Break shot!
forgetting that's very always
An opening!
Go!
programmed before on an older system. Showing how
Fire!
This one's mine! Ah!
decapitation.
It's...
Just straight up decapitation.
We did it!
I think that's the end of it.
At the very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle.
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
It was like each of us were engulfed in some faint blue light.
I believe those are called post effects.
What?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat, but I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was.
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize.
And here comes the instructor, who Scooby-Dooed us down here. And yes, I'm going to retain saying Scooby-Doo.
Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again. I'm so proud of you guys. Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise.
Why does it feel like you just didn't go the way you expected it to?
Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
Oh?
Also, weren't you meant to give them a curriculum?
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
That is a valid question.
I'm going to assume you're not going to answer it though.
There's no single monolithic reason why you all made the list. But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus orbments you've got there.
Oh, no, that. Can you give us an answer?
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company.
Did she? I can't remember.
Like any battle ordnance, they let you use arts, and these have communication functionality built right in. But their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely.
Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield.
I guess so.
An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
How about not fighting wars?
It does sound rather
Idealistic.
Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well, here you are.
I was honestly not expecting the game to just tell us out right from the beginning that this... I'm so used to RPGs, like, pulling you around on mysteries like this.
I see.
But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? It just seems so random.
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation. But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning. So now you know, and that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not? Oh, if you opt out, you'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure. Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5. It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
Okay.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
A noble sentiment.
Agreed. Though I'm sure there's more to our main character than they're telling us. Not that they've said
Count me
much
in as
about
well.
it.
The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
Let's make it 3. Considering how far I came to attend this school, it would be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board, and our foreign exchange student too. Any more takers?
Allow me to take part as well. I was only able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
Sign me up too! I kinda feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind you, your weapons are still in the prototype stage. So on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Wow.
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Let me join too.
Huh?
Oh, there's a surprise. I was almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general principle.
Yeah.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to much.
Words to live by right there.
Yeah.
And that brings us to an even 6. Now, what about you, Fee?
Don't really care either way. You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
So they've definitely got a pre-existing relationship that goes beyond just knowing each other slightly before everyone else.
Fine, I'm in.
Well, at least you committed. We've got a magnificent 7 now. Which leaves just the 2 of you. I can see you got issues with each other, but that doesn't mean you can't at least try to work together. Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
Like hell we will!
Yeah.
The exploitation of the common people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life. Unless something is done about it, this country has no future.
That's a rehearsed speech. In your
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eustace Alberea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
Huh?
Well, he did want a challenge.
Why? You're the son of a duke. Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel.
Thank you.
As far as the House of Alberea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor. That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this, no?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do.
Considering what I said earlier about him and how it seems it's going, that seems a little ironic.
I'm in. Come hell or high water. You might have had your successes spoon-fed to you up to now, but no outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
We'll see about that.
Well, there's some established dynamics, and we're still not out of the damn prologue.
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
Oh.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
Give a guy a break.
Okay.
Well,
that was
how about
legitimately
that?
funny.
9 out of 9. With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you on being the first ever Class 7. I hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
What a nice way to end the prologue. Some dynamics. And
Well, I wasn't expecting
Basic
Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse as this. It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But perhaps this too is the divine providence of the goddess, no?
How do you mean?
Seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek. A light that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over our nation day by day.
I don't like the idealistic talk. I'm gonna skip the opening because I don't know if the song's got a DMCA thing attached to it. Nor do I want to risk it. Save. That's actually what we're gonna call it tonight. Because Prologue's done and we've been streaming for about an hour 20. So, let me just... I don't remember where I put my mouse, because I've been using a controller. Give me a second, switch to this. Alright, that was tonight's stream. I hope you enjoyed watching. Tomorrow's stream, I don't know if we'll continue or if we'll play something else for a change of pace. I might try to jump in an hour earlier than I did tonight, but we'll see. That's not a guarantee. And a reminder, we'll be after we get to Monday, we'll be going to normal scheduled streaming, which will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, with Thursdays and the weekends being possible days, but not guaranteed. So yeah, so expect this time on each of those days. Other than that, good night, see you tomorrow, and have a good day.